is Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. You know what that means? It's your birthday. Da-na-na-na. It's your birthday. Da-na-na-na. It is AFW's birthday. I'm speechless.
I am too. But we just, you know what? Today is a day when we are just going to celebrate us and just talk about wrestling and AFW and all this other razzmatazz. That's all we're going to do. No topic. AI bot.
We have a lot of cool videos. A lot of people calling in.
Yeah, AI topic bot 6000 is going through its software reset. So
yeah, and you guys are going to get to see what a cool community we have.
Oh, we have an amazing community. All this and more on the FN Wrestling Show.
You're a ghost.
Tell me what's my age? Tell me what's my occupation? Tell me what's my race? Tell me is it with inflation? Tell me what's my age? Tell me what's my race? Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. And tell me all your information.
Clear for takeoff.
That's all systems go. We need that AFW logo up. Stat.
You're watching the AFW Network.
That last part wasn't supposed to be in there.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon. If I don't see you till later, keep my supper warm because it's me. Lights, camera, JFB. James from Boston.
And something about supper warm or something like that.
Yeah, supper warm. Yeah, supper warm.
And I'm, of course, I am the. Who am I? I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing dry, damn it, and I'm excited for this.
Yeah,
we put in 4 years.
Yeah,
of our blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
Yep.
And EVP Joe, why don't you introduce yourself?
You all know who I am. You see my face, my pretty face everywhere. I'm EVP Joe, the EVP of everything AFW.
Yeah.
Here to celebrate 4 years of this lovely, lovely community and brand.
Yeah.
Must give a shout out to Canada Giant JFB. Thank you for starting all of this. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let's talk to the guy in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner, especially Showtime Shane.
What up, boys? Coach called me up today, says, you want to start? I go, hell yeah. Arms nice and loose. Got the glove ready to go.
You're starting a big game. You're starting a big game.
This is a big game, and I can't be any more graceful to be part of the 4-year anniversary birthday show. I'm really actually proud to be on this episode today.
Yeah.
Especially being one of the newbies. Like, literally, I'm probably one of the fresher guys on the roster, too. So,
got some grizzled vets, got some young talent coming through the system. We are stacked and packed. I got to say, I would never have thought that 4 years ago we would have started this. I mean, like, to be part of this, it fills my passion bucket. I mean, I get to talk about wrestling with some of my friends. I get to be me and just be goofy and have fun. And we got to interview like buttloads of people, and it's freaking amazing. I want to see Canada
I
drop.
think that's the best thing about this is, like, because before here, I really didn't have anyone to talk wrestling with. I had a friend or two, but no one who I could like legit have a serious conversation with wrestling about.
Same.
That's the magician. Someone say veteran.
Hey!
The effing magician now. I noticed in this name change.
Effing magician, man. I mean, you know, corporate policy, we have to change all our names to effing something, but
So, like, if you're watching, what is AFW? What is all F? What is F? What is F wrestling? So, what it is, you know, it all started in this little chat messenger, and you know, at the point, it was, you know, it was either gonna turn into nothing, or it was gonna get legs and grow, and so
it was literally sink or float.
Yeah. Yeah, and so at the time, I had just formed a friendship with Natalia Markova, and she's like, you know, you have an opportunity to build something, and so we did, and we started a Facebook community, and we started a prediction league, and we started a Pro Wrestling Tees store, and we started Twitter. We have Instagram, and then we started the podcast, and here on the AFW network, and like, I'm not really a Drake fan, but we started from the bottom. Now we're here.
I mean, it's freaking amazing. I mean, the fact that AFW, I mean, the great part about AFW is it's a community that has met in real life. You know, I mean, at pay-per-views, like I was at Blood and Guts. I met Zach Kelly. I met Jay Brock. I met Michael Smith. I mean, like, I met all these cats. I met Meredith, and that would, I mean, who knows? That would never have happened. What started as pretty much a necessity for something where bullying was not, because I can tell you the league that we were in, where that this offshooted from, was because of bullying. I mean, there was a lot of bullying in this league, and focused attacks on multiple people over the year, over those months,
Including myself, and so
Not just bullying, scams, and all kinds of good stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't part of that stuff, man.
Still
Shit.
waiting for my sweet tickets for at the Chicago.
At All Out in Chicago. Yeah. Some random guy was able to get sweet tickets. Okay, sure.
I'm still waiting for them. I put the money in. Where's my sweet tickets?
So let me and Jeff B kind of said this. So let me ask EVP. So you kind of like just like were a regular guy when we started all this, just part of the community.
Yep.
And like you stepped up at different times. Said, listen, whatever you guys need from me, I'm here.
Yeah.
And you just like grew into leadership, and but tell us what AFW means to you.
I mean, like I said, like the biggest thing is that it's given me a place to be amongst other wrestling fans. And not just that, but it's beyond that. It's the fact that like we're a legit community who help each other. There's been so many times where we've done GoFundMe's, or Canada Dry has donated money to help someone out. I mean,
well, not me, but it's the money that we've raised.
Yeah, I'm saying from the
like I donate some of my money, but yeah.
we got together and we got freaking Caleb a McDonald's gift card to go to McDonald's. I mean, and
we've got people gas money, we give people grocery money.
Yeah, like I mean, is this wrestling? Yeah, we're wrestling, but it goes so far beyond just, hey, you're a wrestling fan, cool.
Yeah.
It's like you actually get let's say about 98% get treated as like real human beings here.
Yeah.
We've had our bumps along the way, but every new company, every new organization will.
Yeah.
But we iron them out and we just keep going forward.
I mean,
All right, we have Liam in the back. I'll get your thoughts in a moment, Showtime. We got an hour to get your thoughts. So
Please continue.
Liam!
Please continue, Joe. I was listening.
No, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's just Liam is another guy. I probably never would have had a legit serious conversation with Liam if it wasn't for podcasts. Like I remember him starting doing what was it, like the behind the curtain or something, where he was talking to just competitors of AFW.
Yeah.
Like that's where I first really started talking with Liam.
Yeah.
And like that was one of the first times I was on a podcast, nervous as anything. Like
well, let me say, Liam, he makes everyone just feel at ease. Like he's got a natural. I don't know if he was supposed to be a psychiatrist or a counselor, but
and the same thing. If it wasn't for Liam, there's no Mr. Isaacs.
Yeah,
one of the coolest guys here. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a lot of interwoven connectivity to people who I would consider great friends.
Yeah.
That if one thing doesn't happen, none of it comes together. So
tell us, Liam, what's AFW?
Well, before I introduce Liam, so backstory here is Liam was kind of inspired by us. Fair to say?
Yeah,
I'd say that's pretty reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, you were inspired by us, and you wanted to start your own podcast. And I was like, well, instead of being inspired by us, why don't you just join us?
Yeah.
And I will be honest, I was very skeptical at first. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Like I said, if you don't like it, you can leave anytime, do your own thing, and break away. But after a while, you realize your family, and you're doing your podcast, and you got lots of interviews with the British wrestling scene every week. We did Wrestling with Paranormal for a while. We did Around the Effing Galaxy. A good time with me and you. But go ahead, Liam. Speak what this means to you.
I mean, the key thing, we all can agree, is the community and stuff like that. I mean, we can obviously just talk about wrestling and we're not going to get judged. Do you know what I mean? Because there's people out there where you will get judged about because it's like a Marmite thing. Not a lot of people is going to like it, but a lot of people do. And to be part of that community where you're not going to get judged, you might have an opinion that we can all have a laugh. Yeah, we do have ups and downs, but it's like a family type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I could even say, like me and Alex, we had a bit of dip, but we always fix it. And even on the show, within your show and this show, but for me and Alex, we had a good talk the other day, and we're best buddies again. I'm hoping to hear from Alex today on the show.
Yeah, and the good thing is as well, you mentioned them AFW things, and one thing I like about those was they always said before we came on the air, "Oh, I'm nervous as shit. I'm really nervous." But then after the show, we're like, "That was freaking awesome."
I mean, you know what? I was super nervous on our first podcast, and someone said to me, "Just talk wrestling. That's what you do. You love wrestling. Might as well talk about it." But it's funny. I have, I've worked in film for over 25 years, film and television, and I've made some really good friends in the film community, and I've made good friends. Like I can walk into a grocery store, and if a guy's wearing a heavy metal shirt, like an Anthrax shirt, I'm like, "Oh my God, that's Anthrax! I love Anthrax!" And like we have that connection. But the friendships that I've got from professional wrestling dates before this as well. I mean, growing up, one of my best friends in when I played Little League was Jimmy Dormady, and he was a wrestling fan. And I've had wrestling friends who are closer to me than somebody I met at a horror convention.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome, man. Oh, sorry.
Guys, when you come on, make sure
I rate down to Superman. Sorry.
That kind of threw me off that little bit. Sorry, what the hell?
I just want to say this. JFB talks about like your first episode. So right before this channel got monetized, Canada Dry was like, we need some more hours, more people. So I went back to the very first episode and one day during work just played them all out. The production and the presentation of this podcast is night and day.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like I remember like the first episode with Dallas on here where he was in his car. Like it is so like JFB. You have to have props for like the graphics and everything that you've added. Same with Canada Dry, getting into it here as of late.
Yeah,
you guys have done a great job.
Yeah,
Liam, is there anything else that you want to add? Like, I don't want to keep you.
No, carry on, guys. I'm happy to just quiet listen. Do you know what I mean? Because it is obviously
okay. You can stay if you want to take off too. That's great.
I've got nothing to do now. I'll stay around unless
all right. We'll keep you on.
Let's
bring on Zach Kelly.
I'm overdressed.
Looks like a cadet.
About 4 years of AFW. This is a 4-star event.
Yeah.
So I woke up, I fixed my hair, I put on my little suit, my Mayday Parade socks. God damn.
Don't fall over, Zach.
Oh no, I just tore every muscle in my back.
So Zach Kelly, you were kind of watching from the sidelines as this was all being built.
Yeah.
You asked me to be here, and I didn't want to let you down. And I want to touch on something from earlier. Actually, several things, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I know there's a time limit. I also met some cool people. Somebody still has some pictures that their wife sent me, took of me and that person, and I still have not received them.
They will be sent to you today, my friend.
Post haste. And I wanted to touch on how everyone has gotten together and done stuff for the community. And Aaron, is it okay if I tell this story? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Because it's not just my story; it's your story. It's Dallas's story. So I struggle with depression, anxiety, and I don't even know if AFW was a thing, because in my memory, AFW started with an idea of me and Aaron and a few other people, in another wrestling group run by somebody that I'm not very fond of, and would do live chats during the show. And I started talking to Dallas, I started talking to Aaron, and I started talking to Santos, and we branched off into another our own little side thing. And I was having some trouble with the old noggin, and I was like, I'm broke. I really need to see my therapist. I don't know what I'm going to do. And Aaron and the rest of the guys sent me the money to see my therapist, and I honestly, I'm not gonna say they definitely saved my life, but they probably did. Okay, but happier moments. Dude, it's been a hell of a thing watching this grow. I can sit there and, because at the beginning I wanted to be more involved, but like I said, depression. I live with a disorder that affects my memory and my motivation. I can take you to the spot in Columbus, Mississippi, where I was sitting when we were like, okay, so we're going to do it. We're going to call it AFW, and this is going to be the logo. I was sitting out back of my friend's used gaming/vape store, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm in. And honestly, I don't think I deserve Aaron, I didn't deserve you to ask me to call in today, because my mind got in the way of me doing the work. And I know I've been there when I can, but I wish I could have done more.
That's okay, Zach, but thank you so much for being for calling in today.
And can I meet your Drake quote? The started from the bottom, now we here. The rest of the wrestling groups, I'm more of a Kendrick guy. So most of other wrestling groups on the internet, Twitter, all that shit. They not like us. They not like us. Hey.
That's awesome.
Oh God. But what AFW means to me is it's a community. Like, I mean, once I saw that there was no toxicity, that what we wanted to create, that you, Aaron, you like basically willed into existence, like a place where we could talk about the brand of wrestling that we like, whether it be like you, like us liking AEW, me liking New Japan and Noah and DDT, Haney liking seemingly nothing. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. that's just for him if he watches that. I love Haney. Like that made me want to start bringing my friends in that are like that. Like, so I brought in Sean. I brought in Jarvis, who God knows where Jarvis is right now, but I hope he's happy. I brought in Jake, and for some reason I brought Meredith in. So I have to watch what I say in the chats because she'll slip in. But thanks for having me, man. It's been a hell of a 4 years. Like, I'm proud of each and every one of y'all. It kind of, let me think of how to properly word this. I'm sorry for taking too much time. AFW is the punk rock equivalent to like other pages, like the page we started on and the league we started on, and another certain page going around. We're the punk rock equivalent to that. We did this ourselves. We didn't piggyback our success off other people. We came together as a group. We live as a group, and we're going to die as a group. And in 8 years, we're going to be right back here celebrating 8 years.
Well, next year's 5. Next year's 5. It's gonna be a big one.
What am I going to wear next year? Next year, all of y'all better wear suits. Damn it. Like, I expected to come in. I expected Liam. I mean, Liam, you're a fucking magician. Where's your top hat, bro?
It's Sunday. I get days off.
All right, Zach. I've got other people that are going to want to call in.
It's great. Thank you. Like, now I can take this off and take my
say the happy birthday line and then take off.
Yeah. Later, guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I was working on it. Happy birthday, AFW.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Zach. Yeah, man.
So I guess like other groups, they built it on one person.
Yeah.
And I never wanted it to be about that.
Yeah.
I never wanted it to be about me. I wanted to be about a community. And I think, when you have that in mind and that is your goal, that, a lot of people will come alongside you. A lot of amazing people like JFB, a lot of amazing people like UVP and showing up Shane and Lee and so many people. But I'm going to start off by showing our good friend, Jeremy Isaacs, and what he has to say.
Afternoon, everybody. This is the F and Expert, Mr. Isaacs. You usually see me on Saturdays here, right here on the AFW network, but I just wanted to come on the Sunday program just for a second to wish AFW, All Effing Wrestling, whatever name you want to call it, a happy 4-year anniversary. 4 years is fantastic. This is a wonderful community. Of course, I was introduced to this community from the magician Liam Wakeland, brought me in, made me co-host of the Magic of Wrestling, which branched out into some other things here, the Garage, and guest spots on some of the After Dark programs. But this community is very special to me, and I'm very glad that I came here because I always wanted two things. I always wanted to be a podcast host, and I always wanted to have a community of like-minded wrestling fans to talk about the love of professional wrestling, because like a lot of you, I don't have a whole lot of IRL people in my life to talk about professional wrestling with. So the AFW community has really filled that void for me. And, of course, it goes beyond wrestling, the brotherhood and sisterhood of AFW has been very beneficial to me just on a personal level. As a lot of you know, I've gone through a lot of personal changes over the past year and a half. And the AFW community has been a very good distraction and a very uplifting voice in my head and my life when I've needed it to be. So I'm very thankful to this community. And I want to personally thank all of you all for welcoming me in and having me be a part of this. I'm blessed to be a part of this community. And, we don't always agree on everything, all the nuances of professional wrestling, but we all agree that we all love this art form known as professional wrestling. And that's important. We prop each other up, we promote positivity, and I think that's a wonderful thing. So, shout out to Canada Dry, JFB, Liam, Joe Graham, Rich Southwood, anybody in the AFW community that I'm friends with and have had conversations with, both publicly here on the air and privately. I love you guys. It's been a great couple of years being involved, and I'm hoping for 4 more years, and then 4 on top of that, and then 4 on top of that. Let's just go forever till we're all 1 foot in the grave. But seriously, I love you guys. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, and just keep fighting.
You're supposed to roll the outro.
Man.
That was a great video by Jeremy.
That was.
That was great. That was freaking great.
I hate to be the one to follow that. No.
Yeah, Jeremy, to me, he brings a different sort of voice. He's got that smooth jazz listening. But like, we made a joke one time that he's got that sex phone voice, and he told us that they all asked him, "Is that what you do for a living?" when he was playing a video game. And they were all so. Jeremy, he's a valued member of AFW.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's also, like I said, he's a valued member, obviously, of the Magic of Wrestling as well. I mean, we obviously, it's like you two guys, obviously, Canada Dry and JP, you guys feed off each other so well. The same thing obviously goes for me and obviously Mr. Isaacs. You know what I mean? We have so much like fun and stuff. And the good thing is, he'll have an idea, and I'll say, okay, I'll put into this little idea, and that's how we come up with some shows.
Yeah. I mean,
I just want to get a quick plug in here. So it's the AFW birthday sale.
Yeah,
you save 20% when you put in the promo code Labor24.
Don't worry about the code. Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's because we put in so much labor here at All Out Wrestling, and of course, this is the shirt I'm getting. I'm getting this one, the DC Universe shirt, and I think I also want to get is it here, this one.
I love that one.
So these are the ones I'm picking up, so they get it here in time for my birthday. But I want to ask Showtime, you're also from Vancouver as me, and like that was something that I didn't have. Was somebody that was close by, and it was so cool that we met over an ad for AEW show that was coming. And we were friends like that.
And it's funny when JFB's talk about how he met up with people earlier at different, me and Aaron, awesome. I mean, it's still events to come, but like, yeah, we got to meet up at Collision. That was badass. But just even leading up to just how it was just kind of fate. If anybody believes, I know you guys are faithful people, but I mean, anybody else that's actually watching the show right now, it was just quickly seeing Aaron on a post about the tickets for AEW, saying at Collision, hey, I'd like to talk to local fans for my podcast or whatever. Right away, I'm like, well, hell yeah, because I didn't know anybody based. I'm now finding out there's other groups. Who cares? Screw them. But I didn't know any local based podcast as far as dedicated to professional wrestling and stuff like that. And then it was just shooting back and forth a little bit with Aaron. And then eventually finding out about the community. And that's the words I've like Facebook community. The word gets thrown around too easily just because it's in the name. But this is truly actual like community, like a very communal environment, family. That's what it means to me. There's one other group that was similar before I tried to be part of, but they just took off. It didn't take off. And it just seemed a lot of self-righteous people in that particular group. No offense to the like the men there, that person's not too bad, but this group seemed to have a lot better vibe than any, and where I want to participate more, and like in the actual group of community league or community chats, which ended up being in the league, which I had no plans to do originally.
Yeah.
Which now me and Aaron are tag team champions of.
Man City
Yeah,
Saints,
fine.
Halo's up. Undisputed.
And it's funny the fact that we're actual like local boys within about 30-minute drive from each other, and we're league champions like that. When it's like people all over the world involved in this league, which is all, that's like when I say it's like a true community. You're not, even though me and Aaron are from the Van City, these guys are through different parts of states, Liam in the UK, like we're not that, we're spread all over. I know there's people in the league from Australia.
Yep.
We are
So
literally
we're-
global.
We're truly a global community.
Yeah. And that's one thing I like. And there's just room for the growth. There's so much growth for years to come. And it makes me glad to be a part of a group like this, especially in the chats and stuff. But I never really before, a lot of the wrestling chats before were just toxic. So that's why I never, even way back in the day, it was just so much toxicness on the internet groups. But it wouldn't be the closer.
Oh, here it comes. We're shotgunning a beer.
Just remember, beers for closers.
There we go.
Hey, that's not how you drink beer. Stone Cold Tom, you just pour it all over your face.
Yeah, but I'm on carpet right now. That's not gonna be too fun to get out.
Oh no.
It's hell underneath you. You're good.
Chippy,
No, but I
got a
love
big-
all you guys. That's one thing
Chippy,
I
we
got.
got we got a couple videos on the side here. Why don't you pick one and
I got one already in mind. You know, my favorite breakfast meal. Well, I take it back. My favorite between waffles and pancakes is pancakes.
Oh yeah.
But
Ooh.
we have a guy named the Pancake Man, and he has a few things to say about AFW. Let's play that video clip.
Hey everyone and all AFW Wrestling. This is Pancake Man here. Let's say happy birthday to all of our wrestling.
Okay, so we can't really hear him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had to go like that going, what the hell?
All right, so that's Tim Tobin. He just wanted to wish us a happy birthday. We have a few special people like Caleb and Tim Tobin and a couple of people with disabilities, and it gives them a place to just be normal and be the rest of us. And we don't treat them like they're different.
Nope.
We're not going to hold any punches.
Like the rest.
Yeah, we're not going to hold any punches. We're going to goof off with them just as much as anyone else.
Yep.
And we treat them like they're like the rest of us.
The one thing I always like as well is they always like message going, "Can I call in?" I'm like, dude, you don't need to ask. Just call in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're always so polite.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and
let's do one more. You want to do one more?
You pick one.
All right. She needs no introduction.
Nope.
Hello, AFW family. It's half of your favorite marital tag team. It's your girl, Dollywood. Happy birthday, AFW. 4 years is a long time to do anything, especially something as cool as this. AFW has been so wonderful to me, not only in my personal life, for giving me something so wonderful, having me meet some of the most amazing people in my whole life, but also in my household. Alex and I will sit around and say, did you pick Orange Cassidy for this? Did you pick Kyle O'Reilly? Who did you pick? How many minutes did you pick? It has just been something so wonderful, and being a part of the podcast is something that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being such an amazing part of my life. I'm so proud of you, Aaron. This is the coolest. Thank y'all. Happy birthday.
Oh,
but that's sped up at the start because I thought like she was like speaking really fast.
Dollywood, when she was part of another wrestling group, and I was pretty much scouting for an attractive female to join the podcast. because you need some females a part of the podcast. And so I just messaged her from this other group, and I said, "Listen, why don't you come over and join our podcast and be on our show as much as you can?" And she joined the AFW League and all that, and Dollywood comes on once a month.
Yeah,
and
I have a question.
She's pretty much a pillar.
Did she record this video yesterday?
This morning.
Wonder where she's at, because I know yesterday she was at a college football game. Looked like she was still at the stadium.
She's in a bathroom of a restaurant, possibly.
Possibly. What game did she go to?
She went to the Boilermaker, Purdue.
Oh, okay.
We have someone backstage. We have Joseph H. Gary. Joe Gary, he's here. Hey, Joe Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Hey, how's it going, boys?
So what's going on with you? Like,
well, I figured as one of the guys that actually, created AFW 4 years ago, that gave you the whole idea and told you,
you
that
didn't give me the idea for this.
Oh no, don't be so humble. I was the one that created it all. Just like a creative breathing.
What?
And
breathing?
Yeah, you never read that article,
I don't know anything about it. JP, do you know anything about this?
No, but I have our litigators on speed dial right now. All I gotta do is make a call, and boom, shut down.
I may have misspoken a little there,
Okay, a little bit. Sad.
Just a little bit, a little stretch of the truth,
So, how is Fluffy doing? I hear he's recovering nicely from the cat AIDS.
I appreciate everybody, that donated to the Cat AIDS Foundation. My neighbor's cat could have not been better, Like, I'm absolutely glad, that all you guys chipped in to help cure cat AIDS.
So just to begin, I kind of get the vibe that you're not phoning in to promote AFW, but just promote yourself. I just got this vibe about you.
I'm humble as fuck, So but AFW, it's pretty good, happy 4-year anniversary to you guys.
Okay, at least you say happy birthday to us.
But I just wanted to call in to just say thank you guys for your service over 4 years, but it's also inspired me to, be a jackass,
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for calling in, Joe Gary.
You're welcome,
See you later. that Joe Gary's a character. Leo's just like, I don't know what to say.
This is actually breaking news, by the way. I'm actually in discussion to get a wrestler booked on the show.
Oh.
To get who?
Shall I announce it, or shall we let it be a
it's
surprise?
It's our anniversary. You got to break some news.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm currently in discussion to try and get Mark Haskins, former ROH star, on the show.
Oh,
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo.
Former ROH star.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Liam, like by the time this next 4 years up, is going to be known as the CVV of the UK scene. Guaranteed.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. And actually, I've just realized as well, next month is 2 years of the Magic of Wrestling.
That's right.
Nice.
Yes.
Man,
so we actually have I didn't give Natalia a lot of time because we just started this yesterday, so I didn't give Natalia a lot of time to prepare a video. But I did get another good friend of the show.
Yo, what's up? This is the Looks That Kill, the Brian Idol. I'm on my way right now to NWA 76, but I wanted to take a second to wish happy 4th birthday to All Effin' Wrestling. You guys are great. Keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for all the love and support. I love and support you guys. Later.
Ah, man.
That's awesome.
Brian Idol, like he's been on the show twice. We got to get him back on, but
yeah, we do. Yeah.
Like when I messaged him that,
yeah,
he took 20 seconds to send that to me. Like,
wow.
Boom. Just boom. That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great friend of the show. I mean, at both times that we've had him on have been amazing. We've had some amazing guests. I mean, Ryan Clark, who played Adam Bomb. We had him on. You know, we had Danny Limelight, which was kind of
it was a good interview. It just didn't get a lot of traction.
Yeah, it didn't get as much traction as we thought it was going to. No thanks to Danny Limelight. We've had Markova on, we had Wode on. I mean, but Markova has a special place because without Natalia, I don't know if this would even be around. I mean, she.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is that she's the one who gave me the confidence. Like when someone that beautiful like Markova is, tells you can do it.
Yeah,
you suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
And you believe in yourself for enough time to get this thing going.
Yeah.
This is another guy who's been on the show.
Yeah.
Is Real Drago.
Yeah.
I want to say for all FN Wrestling, happy birthday and thank you for your support.
I mean,
I didn't realize his accent was so thick. Like he didn't seem like nobody was on the show.
He's way better than Miro.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Should we do a news segment really quickly? Like a little news thing?
Yeah, let's do some news.
Yeah. So Kevin Owens' contract ends in December. Normally, WWE and TKO will go ahead of time and will usually offer a contract at some point to lock them up. Now, Kevin Owens was on Fightful. He did a huge interview with them, and one of the things was asked of him is WWE has come to you with a contract. And he said no, and he goes, I don't have another 10 years. I got 5, maybe 6. So it has to make sense for me to sign anything at this point. There's a good chance that WWE may let his contract lapse and just let him go. So I'm going to pose the question to you guys. Does he try to re-sign with WWE? Do you think he goes to AEW because of the connections he has in AEW? Canada Dry, you go first.
But the interesting thing that came out is that when he signed his first contract, AEW had a chance there was a part of the bargaining. AEW had a chance to just like give a little bit more.
Yeah.
And bring Kevin Owens in.
Yeah.
But they said we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Owens is getting like $3 million or something like that right now.
Yeah. I think
that was thought to be high at the time. And they're like, well, but contracts have gone up because of the money that's flowing in from Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So maybe this time he does close out with AEW.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because like does before your name goes, does WWE want to give him like $5 million?
I don't think they do. I think financially and his age, it doesn't make sense.
But in AEW, maybe 4.
Yeah. I see it. Liam, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't rule it out going into AEW. The way I looked at it is more what's Kevin Owens got to do or left to do in WWE. He's done a lot of things. We've seen a lot of the matches. I feel like I would definitely go to AEW, challenge himself a bit, as you mentioned there. There's all of the friends he's got there. So, yeah, I think for me, I would AEW.
Yeah. Joe.
I tend to agree with Liam. I mean, if it's true that he only has 5 years left,
yeah,
like why not just have one last run in AEW with all of your friends?
Yeah,
most of your friends, not all of them. Obviously, Sami Zayn is probably his best friend. He's still there. But
let's get El Showtime's thoughts on this.
Oh, good Lord, El Showtime.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Happy birthday, senors.
God,
4 years. 4 horsemen. Congratulations. I want to see Kevin Steen. Screw Kevin Owens. I want to see Kevin Steen back. And what better way than to put him on AEW?
Well, let me throw a wrinkle into this because Kevin Owens' kid has been at the Performance Center working out. Owen has been in the Performance Center. He's 16, going on 17. There's a chance.
I agree that what you might stick around like Rey Mysterio did for that was big on Rey Mysterio sticking around with his son.
I mean, yeah, but like if you have to stick around for your kids to get treated well, what does that say about the company as a whole? Like
That's very true.
Means, oh, we're just using we're using your kid to get you to stay here, which is god awful and the worst thing to do. Especially from a publicly traded company and a PR standpoint.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's not the first time in a promotion this has happened. The World Class Championship Wrestling, WCW with Ric Flair and David Flair. I mean, they gave that kid a belt.
I know. Well, I know.
David Flair was a champion in WCW.
The United States champion. That's a pretty prestigious.
Not just any not television champion. Yeah. He was the U.S. champion.
Yeah. What a god. Oh, God. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I think Kevin Owens is going to go where it best makes sense for him and his family. And I think AEW makes more sense than WWE because you're not doing live shows. You're not doing tours in Europe, tours in Tokyo, tours in China, tours in Mexico. You're not doing that crap.
Not yet, at least.
You're gonna work on a Wednesday and maybe a Saturday. You might do a couple of indie shows here and there for the most part, but you're gonna be home. And I think that says a lot for Kevin Owens because as these guys get older in age, it only makes sense that they have to start making decisions that's right for their family, not for their careers.
And also, I'm just gonna say, all the elements of Mount Rushmore in AEW. I would love to see them all come back together. Now, it won't be as vile and vulgar as they were in PWG, obviously.
Oh,
but just put those four back together, please, and I would just die a happy man.
I agree.
I fully agree. Nothing was better than that one particular promo that Kevin Steen dropped with the four of them backstage and talk about how the Young Bucks were good old Christian boys. Anyway, Sheena White will come back on in a few, but I just want to say happy 4-year birthday. You guys are unbelievable. You guys didn't get any actual wrestlers, so I figure you at least got one luchador that showed up today. And
we had two wrestlers.
Who was the other one that was on her?
That's Real Drago and
no, but I'm talking about live. You got one live in the flesh.
Oh, live! I see.
Yeah. Much love, guys, senors. Take her easy.
See ya.
So this video is funny. Dallas and I worked on this yesterday.
Yeah.
And Dallas is afraid to make a live video, so we just put it to his picture, and here we go.
All right.
AFW or Effin' Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, is the first wrestling group that I joined that really helped me with my creativity, creating a gimmick and storylines, and make a lot of friends. It boosted my popularity up the charts. And I just want to say happy birthday to AFW and Effin' Wrestling. They say it's your birthday, AFW. They say it's your birthday, Effin' Wrestling. But for all these years, you could have been effing wrestling me. Yeah, I like the way you grip my thighs. I like the way you pull my hair. I like the way you S my D. I love the way you touch me there. And I love the way you've been there for me. So I just want to say happy effing birthday to you from me.
And there goes our monetization.
Wow.
Well, I'd say he rode the line pretty good. He didn't get vulgar. He rode the line.
Oh God.
The fuck have I just watched?
I'm gonna go talk to HR for a second. I'll be right back.
Don't worry, they already called me. Okay.
So my friend Molly is joining us. She's making her debut on the show.
Bring her on.
There's no better time to make a debut than on an anniversary.
Yeah. AFW birthday show. Hey Molly, how's it going?
Hi Molly.
Woo.
Are you wearing your shirt?
Hey.
Oh, you're not wearing your shirt.
What shirt? Oh, fuck, it's in the wash.
Well, there goes the monetization now.
That went a long time
I
ago.
won't be doing whatever that was, whatever I just saw. I won't be.
Oh, you won't be singing us a song?
Unfortunately, not today.
So yeah, Molly's like a lot of times like I've been doing the podcast and she would be like doing her gardening as I'm doing the podcast or something like that. Or sometimes she'd just be sitting next to me, just visiting or whatever. But
Okay, so look, it's not that often that we get some firsthand dirt on Canada Dry here. So I got to ask, when you first met him, what did you think of him when he said he did wrestling podcast?
Well, first I just assumed it was wrestling in like the leotards. And then I found out that it was much worse than that. I thought it was interesting. And now I've started watching wrestling with him.
Yeah, she's been over watching wrestling with me, and she was
Against my will. I'm in a cage.
Well, there goes the monetization.
But she actually said that Bill Gunn is a daddy.
Don't share these things. Who's Bill Gunn?
Billy Gunn. He was the blonde guy, the older looking guy with the. I don't know.
I'm searching.
I'll have to show it to you later.
Oh Christ! I must have been inebriated when I said that.
Well, what's in the cup? What are you drinking right now?
Coffee.
Coffee this time.
Out of French press, so it's proper coffee that I didn't have to pay for.
So free.
You know, coffee you don't have to pay for is very good.
Yeah, it's a good life.
But you've also been part of the AFW community, watching us and all this from the side. What are your thoughts on all this?
Very, very, very interesting.
I think that just says it all, doesn't it?
We are an eclectic group of people. I will give you that.
What was that?
We are an eclectic group of people. I will give you that.
Yeah, we are.
You are. I just noticed your name is EVP Joe. What does that mean?
Well, my real name is Joe, and I'm sort of like in our AFW universe, I'm the EVP of the company.
He's my go-to guy whenever I need anything.
And just the E is in quotations because there's a couple of people who think I'm relatively evil.
I don't think you're relatively evil. I think you're just evil.
You've been called out, Joe. I like it.
That is what it is, you know.
So we have, I guess we have to bring Showtime Shane back and just like make it a full house here because it's enough room.
We got 3 people from the Lower Mainland. I just realized now.
Yes, holy crap! Vancouver represents.
Wait, who
Delta.
else is? Shane is in Vancouver as well.
This is in
South Delta.
Is that a
Yeah, it's a Canadian's hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, nice. My dad worked for that company for like 40 years.
Oh, right on. So out of Matt Bailey. That's awesome.
No, she works. She means the beer company Canadian.
Oh, multi-Canadian.
But isn't that
Yeah, it's what I think they did. Molson Canadian did a
It's Molson,
partnership
yeah,
with them many years ago. Yeah, they did a partnership with Vancouver Canadians, I think, many years ago, and did this.
Oh, interesting. I just assumed it was a Molson hat.
Yeah, and that, you know what that is?
What?
That's a knowledge is power moment.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
I just wanted to show that.
I like that. That's good.
Hey, here's Billy Gunn for you.
There you go.
Gunn.
In what year? Like in the 80s?
Oh, that was 90s.
Oh.
I might even say
That's
early
prehistoric.
No, but she liked him now. Like he's 60. I said, and she's like,
Well, he probably has money, right? So
Absolutely.
You're wrestling at 60, you're probably not a good money management type of person.
Yeah, if you're still wrestling.
You're a spender, not a saver.
Then again, he's had a lot of lapses in his careers in battles over the years too, though. So, I mean, he might have spent some money stupidly because he had a coke addiction. I'm pretty sure at one point.
Oh, I mean, what wrestler in the 80s and 90s did not
Let's not forget he also wrestled in TNA for a good chunk of time, and we know.
And let's just say he drank a lot of Pepsi too.
Yeah. And took his vitamins. A lot of them.
we have one more video to show, and this is of Lord Ryan Rich and what he thinks.
Oh, hell yeah.
AFW community.
What up, AFW Galaxy? It is the one and only Lord Ryan Rich coming to you right now. And I just want to tell you what all effing wrestling has meant to me. It has given me a community of like-minded individuals to where I can talk about wrestling and express my joy and my concern. It has been a brother and sisterhood of people who have been behind my back when I felt low and I needed someone. All Effin' Wrestling is a place that is pure magic. It's a place where we can talk about wrestling, become best friends, and also lift each other up. And so for that, All Effin' Wrestling, you will always have a place in my heart, and you will always be one of the best things that's ever happened to good old Lord Ryan Rich. Canada Dry, congratulations, buddy. And to the AFW Galaxy, All Effin' Wrestling, happy birthday. Love you guys.
So I think that sums it up pretty good.
Yeah.
For most people.
I was going to say one thing I forgot to mention earlier. The thing I love about AFW too, like a lot of groups I've seen before, everybody's almost a standard E-drone, neckbeard, or just clones of each other. Literally, you look at their profile pictures and almost every person looks the same and they have the same comment. Thing I love about this community, everybody's from different types of backgrounds, different styles of living, and like when I said different parts of the world, but not even just that, just different characters in this group. Rich is one, like everybody's got personality, and that's another thing I like about this group. This isn't a clone group. This is everybody is a different character and different walk of life, which is another thing I love.
Yeah.
I have a question. You said neckbeard. Am I a neckbeard?
Definitely not.
Oh, show me your neck for a second.
No, 'cause you should know that I did receive a comment from a date recently that I have too much hair on my face. He couldn't handle it. So maybe I am a neckbeard.
I don't know, Molly. Maybe you should be sharing this on YouTube.
That's okay. Maybe I just have more facial hair than him.
Whoever that was, like they should probably,
are they
get
blind?
sober and go figure out life.
No, like, and I've told Molly this. I was like, like that. There's a lot of people out there that they try to use negative comments to put people down to raise themselves up over other people, and
I'm proud of being a neckbeard. I don't care what anybody.
Proud to be a neckbeard. Is that a T-shirt?
Oh my God!
No, let's not do that. No.
Send it.
Okay, happy birthday, All Effin' Wrestling. Congratulations. Is it 4 or is it 5 years?
It's 4. It's our 4th year.
4th year. Well, happy birthday, 4 years old. Same age as my rabbit.
Aww.
I'm gonna leave the studio now so you guys can do a proper conclusion.
It was nice to meet you, Molly.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for making your debut on the show.
Adios. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
All right, Molly. All right, I like her. She needs to come on the show more often. I'm digging it. She's a really,
Canada
she's a
Dry.
really sweet girl. I like it. Canada Dry, impeccable taste and friends, my friend.
Yes. Oh well, look at the people I'm surrounded.
Hey, look at us. You know.
Yes, like I have impeccable taste in friends. I want to speak a little bit about this, like the podcast to start it all, like because like I wanted to grow the group a little bit.
Yeah.
Before starting the podcast, and I didn't know who was going to be part of the podcast. I didn't know. I didn't know like a lot about it. I knew that we were going to go with StreamYard.
Yeah.
But I didn't know and so JFB, he's like, hey, he said, if you want to start a podcast, like I want to be part of this. And so it was really cool that JFB's in the movie business. So I was like a lot of the things that happen in AFW are divine, like Jeff being in the movie business, Natalia Markova, Adrian Adonis's store being able to run it, just some things just falling in lap, like all the people just coming and supporting.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, just they're like I call it divine. Like I think God put everything together and put everyone part of this group, and I'm very grateful because it's not about me. It's about the community as a whole. I think there's someone backstage.
Oh,
Zach Kelly wants to call back in one more time.
Yeah, bring it in.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Kelly, what do you want to say?
Hey, it's an imposter. He doesn't look like he did earlier.
Yeah, what the hell?
I wanted to apologize for going off on a tangent, and I wanted to say, like, honestly, I wasn't trying to call back in. I just popped my laptop back open, and it sent me back in. But
you're here by accident.
Actually, yeah. Can we go back to the Kevin Steen thing?
Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, he's not what he was, 5-10 years ago, but who, like Nakamura, all those guys, who is, like, age waits for no man. And I don't know, but I think AEW could benefit from him.
Yes.
And
AEW could too.
I think
I'd love to be on the show every week.
I think AFW would 100% benefit. But AEW, they would benefit from a Mount Rushmore reunion. Also, I think he would.
But also, Zach, like imagine like a Christian and Adam Copeland and Jericho and Jericho and Owens reunion. Holy shit! How cool!
Whoa!
Oh my god, that would be dope. That would be so cool. Like
a program with
a lot of
MJF
these
and
guys
Kevin
in
Owens.
WWE aren't using to their potential, are coming in and they're having the run of their life. Look at Christian.
Yeah.
Like who in 2024 thought they would be interested in a Christian Cage storyline?
Yeah.
But yes, sorry for accidentally calling back in. I'm embarrassed now. But Dallas's video package is going to be stuck in my head the rest of my day.
I'm just so glad there wasn't video.
Yeah, at least it wasn't his actual package stuck in your head.
I think Caleb tried to send one in the chat.
I just saw that.
That's all I got to say about that. I haven't seen it yet, but
he's shirtless.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna be the one that said that.
Well, Caleb sent another video one time, and we're not going to mention what happened there.
No, we're not.
No, I mean, I don't want to be the reason that this gets demonetized.
Said a long time ago.
But like now that I'm back, I think I can properly say, like, I can get my thoughts in order enough. I'm really proud of the work that all of you have put in. Like, y'all have done so much, and y'all have made this like a safe space for discourse on wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, occasionally you'll get the tribalism jerk off, like trying to start stuff.
Well, that's growing pains. People are just going to show up because you've got lots of numbers.
Yeah. But y'all are doing a great job. Like, all the admins are of like kind of seeing the people that are going to be a problem and see ya. Don't let the door hit. And I think that's one of the positive things about the group. Like, you're always going to attract when your numbers are large undesirables. But the admin team, especially you, Aaron, like, y'all do such a good job of keeping it safe, keeping the bullies out.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I don't get involved, like, in a lot of, like, for lack of a better word, fandoms, like, online. Like, I'll occasionally tweet here, and I'll, occasionally comment on something. But every time I do, it's somebody, well, how could you like that flippy shit, or blah, 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 whatever. Like, who, if you say something about MJF, and like, y'all done like a great job cultivating a group of people that don't react that way.
Yeah.
And
apparently you're not a neck because you can't grow facial hair.
see, I said that when y'all asked Molly if she was a neck beard. And I can grow a little bit of facial hair.
A little bit, yeah.
But
that's
it's
a blessing.
just
You have to shave less.
It's just stubble, and it grows in all like patchy and white trash like I'm fucking Joe Dirt. And go ahead, make your jokes about me being from Alabama. Like, I honestly, like, I never want to watch my appearances back because I know I sound probably pretty country, especially when I say certain words. But yeah, that's where that came from. And I wanted to touch on I forgot who it was saying that a lot of us don't have a lot of IRL friends.
Yeah.
And I think we are all IRL friends. Like, we're all real friends. We haven't met.
Yeah.
Like, just because we haven't met in real person does not mean we're not real friends.
Yeah.
And that's what this group has been. Like, we've gained some people, we've lost some people, and then some of the people we've lost have come back.
Yeah.
And usually with a better attitude.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful. And like, I don't know if you saw my comment about Ron Rich's video, but Rich, sorry, like, when he and I had our little feud in AFW last year, I thought, like, this guy genuinely hates me. And then I started talking to him, and like, he's just a great guy, like everybody else. And like, I want to get to know a lot of y'all better.
Yeah.
Like, Aaron, you and I, we've been boys for 5 years. JFB, you're there. But yeah, I'm sorry for calling back in.
It goes on a rant for 5 minutes. Anyways, we're going to wrap up the show here. Thanks, Zach.
I was trying to make my exit.
All right, we'll see you later, Zach.
Happy birthday,
Thanks,
AFW.
Just real quick before we wrap this up, I went on Facebook real quick to see how big our community is.
Yeah.
And we have 7,200 members in our Facebook community.
Oh,
I think it's pretty awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we're at very least we're getting 200 a week at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's growing a lot since I joined earlier this year. So
yeah,
so I'm hoping 10,000 by Christmas.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
freaking
amazing.
L to the yeah.
Now I just got to get everyone from Facebook onto the YouTube community, and we'll be golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is you transferring people over is hard. Getting them to the next brand. But the more like, and even when you have 1,000 subscribers, not all the subscribers are watching your show.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Well, we have 1,300 and
Yeah.
1,310 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll work.
It's very hard for
work.
a YouTube channel to grow because you got to fight the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah. Stupid.
1,316.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Hey, we gotta. Yeah, it's Kush.
Yeah.
He's one of the hosts guest hosts on the show here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this is a great way to wrap. I mean, we just it was awesome being able to do this. So I want us to all give our last parting shots, if you will, as we wrap up this 4th anniversary of AFW. I'm going to go first, and we're going to go this way so that we end with the Podfather himself.
The
Man.
Podfather, Lincoln off the camera fuse.
I'll start by saying that I want to thank Aaron for giving me a platform and an opportunity to really put something out there that I'm passionate about. You know, there's a lot of things that I have a passion for, but nothing as passionate as my love of professional wrestling and my love for this community, for AFW. You know, the fact is that no one can come in and divide us. We are like a hand. We all work together. We can achieve absolutely, positively, 100% of everything we ever choose to put in front of us. I want to thank Aaron and Joe, Liam, Showtime Shane. I want to thank Dollywood. Anybody that's ever come on our show, whether you've called in, I want to thank Zach Kelly. Whether you called in, whether you've been a host on the show, whatever, you know, even if you know, Haney for designing our shirts. I mean, like,
this shirt.
Yeah, it's incredible that we have a group of people that can bring something to AFW. We're a living, breathing machine. We're corporately owned now. We're corporate, baby. We got a whole network, which means we don't have to sit here and talk about just wrestling. Maybe we get a pulp culture podcast. Maybe we get this kind of pod or that kind of pod. That's what I'm talking about. This is bigger than just professional wrestling, and that's what's great. Is the future is bright.
Yeah, you can do your movie podcast.
Yeah,
me and Rich can do a superhero podcast.
You can get a football podcast going on.
Yeah.
Now that's-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just because your Patriots aren't that great right now, JFB. Okay.
Go Niners.
Suck.
Liam could get a soccer podcast.
It's football here in the UK.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I know.
absolutely.
I said soccer because they were talking about football. So
Maybe throw out a little cricket.
English football.
That's better. I'll accept
English
that.
football.
Joe, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I just want to say, I know I said it before, but Canada Dry, JFB, thank you for starting this. And just like you, JFB, the opportunity to give my opinion on something that means a lot to me is wrestling. Wrestling was probably my first love before football, baseball. Like, it was wrestling. And honestly, if it wasn't for this community, I probably would have quit wrestling a long time ago because WWE sucked so bad.
Yeah.
So, but I just like you want to give a shout out, Lord Ryan Rich, Dollywood, Liam, Mr. Isaac, Shane. Like, if any of us have forgotten anybody, Kush, I know you've been on the show a couple times. I don't intentionally want to leave anyone out. So if you have ever been on this show or on a podcast with me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this an enjoyable experience.
Now, Liam, how tall are you?
I am 6'4".
You look tall. in your
Tallest person
picture,
here.
Jack.
I'm 6'3.5", so he's taller than me.
Have you actually seen the myth? Have you seen the Lance Archer picture? Apparently he's 6'8", but there's a picture where I'm literally side by him. It's weird.
Maybe he's not 6'8". Maybe he's
Well,
lying.
we all know wrestlers exaggerate
Yeah,
how tall they are.
Dave's 6'8".
It says 6'8", but literally, like, I'm a
Maybe
little
he's
kind of-
6'6" because you're almost as tall as him.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really.
Maybe
But
he's
you know
like
what?
maybe he's like a potential presidential person that's running for office that likes to wear lifts.
Who knows?
I mean, just so he's like, oh, here comes Liam. I got to put my lifts in so I can gain another 2 inches.
Yeah, literally, Lance is looking up to me, not the other way around.
Liam, your thoughts, my friend?
I mean, like I said, I mean, the key thing is we can all agree on it is the community. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's coming together. We all like the same type of thing. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be times where we argue. We're never going to agree on things, but that's wrestling. Do you know what I mean? That's wrestling as a whole. Kind of dry. I know, obviously, I was very skeptical about coming on board with this network, but as you've seen, I mean, I'm always working hard to do as much as we can. Even though I'm very quiet and stuff like that, we're still working hard. And obviously, the people watching, do you know what I mean? It's one thing for us to sit here like talking for an hour and 15, but it's the people who tune in. That's the thing. I mean, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Amazing.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, there's loads of people I could thank. Mr. Isaacs, Stevie Aaron, of course, who was a big one for obviously the Magic of Wrestling, and you guys. I mean, the list is absolutely endless. You know what I mean? I could be here for a good hour myself.
Yeah. Showtime Shane.
Like, nothing but love with all you guys. Like, just the fact that everything's interchangeable. Like, Liam, just giving me, when him and Isaac do the show, when I call in, they have no problem throwing me on. You guys above, like, if I fill in for any one of the shows that you guys are all involved in, it's been no problem. Nothing but gel. But, like, Aaron, also, just the fact that Aaron said, hey, do you want to be a part of this? To just give me the random shot as in one of the newer guys and put that trust into me. I can't be any more thankful for it. I don't want to steal a Joseph H. Gary, but I'm actually kind of humble about that. Like, seriously, I know I could come off that's kind of a lot of it is character, and it's just, but I can't be any more appreciative of all of you guys on the panel, especially Aaron for bringing me on, the creating all this. Like, this is one giant family, which I never thought I would ever find in pro wrestling. I've had pro wrestling friends, I've had guys I've talked a little bit to, but nothing to this magnitude, which has been unbelievable and been great for my mental health in a lot of ways. I could be a little bit jaded and bitter bastard, but just this group really helps change those feelings a lot of times. So much cheers to you guys, and I can't wait to see what's going on in the future. Can't wait for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the road.
All right, bring it home, Podfather.
Yeah, like to me, like this brand means everything to me. Like, it's so dear to my heart, but like, it's not just the letters AFW. It's not just the middle fingers. It's not just the Hot Wheels sign. You know, it's the community. It's the people that actually tune in. And you know, they go through, watch the ads and help us out while watching the ads, and they watch us ramble on and hear our opinions about wrestling.
Yeah.
And you know, like a lot of people, they say we're funny.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like we like to goof off, and like that Dallas video is hilarious. That's the kind of stuff we do here.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I remember the I'm sorry video that Alex made for us, Liam.
Yes, I do. I try not
Yeah,
to.
so we just had a lot of fun with that. So just some of these videos and some of these little sketches and all this sort of stuff.
I think that makes it better as well, though, when it goes off the rails, because you just think, all right, let's just have some fun. Let's just see.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, Liam, we had a lot of fun, just goofing off with the Enlightened one, and what was your guys' name?
Stan.
And Stan, yeah, just like we were just goofing off with these masks on, but yeah, so many people like thanks so much to Natalia Markova, like just coming on the show with like and supporting us like that way, and just so many people in AFW League, just having fun. So many people in AFW community, and here on the AFW network, and it's just like it's this world that we just created with different planets and the same star, you know. Yeah, it means this brand means everything to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Happy birthday, AFW.
Happy birthday, AFW, on behalf. And well, let's get really quick to the rigmarole. If you want to get in contact with us, all the links are down below. ProWrestlingTees.com/F Wrestling. 20% off. Labor 24 to save your 20% off of our store. Or maybe you want an Adrian Adonis shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get all your Adrian Adonis gear. Again, Labor 24, ProWrestlingTees.com. Save yourself some cash and come on over to the dark side. Wear a cool shirt. Show off the world how much you love AFW. So on behalf, there we go, the birthday sale. On behalf of EP Joe, on behalf of Liam, Showtime Shane, and the Podfather himself, Ken the Dry, I am and will always be the JFB.
So I feel I really need to step up here with this Just Keep Fighting speech, because the Just Keep Fighting speech is a very, very important part of our podcast, because it's about uplifting people. And speaking of Just Keep Fighting, that Just Keep Fighting shirt, when you buy it, all the profits go towards a charity of suicide prevention. So we're keeping track of the shirts sold, and we'll eventually pick a charity, and we'll get that money to them. But the Just Keep Fighting speech is so integral, because when I was down and dark in my darkest place for like 3 days, I thought, I say this on every single podcast. I say it every single about Just Keep Fighting. How can I not just keep fighting myself? So I picked up my bootstraps, and I climbed out of the muck and the mud, and I just kept on fighting. And sometimes though it's not that easy. It's not always that easy. Sometimes you need to reach out to friends. You need to reach out to family. You reach out to whoever will hear you. And if they don't hear you, reach out to someone else. Reach out to us. We'll help pick you up. We'll help dust you off. And we'll help put one foot in front of the other. And as I say every week, put the devil in a sharpshooter and just keep fighting.
Oh, yeah.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook.
Hold on. We're going to end this show properly with this video, and then we'll go off the air.
All right.
AFW, or Effin' Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, is the first wrestling group that I joined that really helped me with my creativity, creating a gimmick, and storylines, and make a lot of friends. It boosted my popularity up the charts. And I just want to say happy birthday to AFW and Effin' Wrestling. They say it's your birthday, AFW. They say it's your birthday, Effin' Wrestling. But you know, for all these years, you could have been effing wrestling me. Yeah, I like the way you grip my thighs. I like the way you pull my hair. I like the way you S my D. I love the way you touch me there. And I love the way you been there for me. So I just want to say happy effing birthday to you from me.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.